Hey, what's up everybody? Spabrog here, and I'm here to give you the H-Hour Weekly Community Update number 9. This week, we're going to keep it nice and simple again. The patch notes were kind of hefty, but nothing too drastic from what I've seen. There's a lot of fixes, a lot of polishing for the most part. And yeah, there isn't really much for topics this week, honestly. I see like the same threads getting bumped up, like the Mike's feedback, we're still waiting Mike's. Because they didn't come out last week and they had trouble if you watched the last video or two. Female characters, which is something cool, but again, kind of underdeveloped idea. We're waiting for other things, but character models being made is something that's not too far in the future, in my opinion. But yeah, to continue on, first we're going to go into the patch notes, and then we're going to go into the quick look. So, starting off, the patch notes, we got it on Saturday. We usually wait for Friday, but again, testing and all that good stuff. So apparently they have been working on the respawn like a lot as of late, the last 2 weeks specifically, and they're reworking Sismis obviously, and the new characters for the extraction, so that's good. Basically it says here that for the respawn, the devs needed to build like a new framework, server logic, UI element, rule sets, all that jack, all that technical stuff, spawn point developments, and I think they're gonna start on Sismis. They want to do elimination mode, obviously, and the only problem that they had is that they had a problem with late join logic. So everything else is good up to that point, and I guess that's why we didn't get in this patch. But this patch would have been huge. So I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get it, but Friday's only a couple of days away and we should have it. So they said that we're confident that we're gonna have the respawn in the next patch coming up, full first pass obviously, and yeah, they also managed to work on other improvements. So this patch, honestly, it's not really that exciting, but you see shades of animation and like optimization. So even though it's not much, that they're slowly implementing it. Personally, I would want like animation, just one huge patch, but to continue on, it says right here, new and adjusted features, some work on tweaking and smoothing animations in the ragdoll. So I guess the character itself, they look kind of weird, and actually in the video that's playing, I noticed that it seems a little bit different now, like the way they land and how they die. It's maybe it's just in my head, but there's things here that the ragdoll's leg excessive stretch fix, yeah, they looked a little bit more realistic when they dropped. They tightened the neck joints to lessen the character head bobble effect. Very cool, because it doesn't look like Toy Soldier-esque as much, even though I kind of went away a while ago, but it looks a little bit more realistic. It's very subtle, you probably won't notice it, but if you look real close, you're just gonna be like, okay, not bad. And they swapped out prone, lean, right underhand throw, so player doesn't throw left-handed. I never throw nades when I'm in prone, leaning at least, so I don't know. But they also worked on optimization, so the video settings there, if you play on low settings, and yeah, I noticed that if you put post-process to low, you just make the game just runs beautifully now. For me at least, I got like an extra 4 or 5 frames. Maybe not so much when I'm recording, but when I'm just playing like raw just for fun, I get no problems, and my aim has been so much better. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself in these clips like where I'm just getting popped. But yeah, it says any minimum spec player should consider running the game now. Gotta put it on low, of course. You don't want to get like 5 frames per second and get bodied and then cry about it. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Also, they fixed over bright light in temple tunnel. They fixed Sismis missing grass. Oh, really? I didn't check that out. There was a couple spots where there was missing grass, huh? I didn't even check that. Wow. So cool. Added some state checks for placeables, so I guess you can't put mines on mannequin parts now. That's what it says. And they added artillery ammo containers, and ammo belts around the anti-air gun and temple, so like the place where we plant. So it looks a little bit like people actually went to the artillery gunner, right? So it gives it like a little bit more character. It looks a lot better. They added this thing called Mission 22. They added like a bunch of decals to factory and temple, and this is like for veterans who commit suicide, and they want to prevent that. So I guess this is just to spread awareness, which is cool, because you know, anybody goes to war, they always come back and not the way they went. So very cool on SOS part. Very, very nice of them to do that. They cooked the lighting in temple and production, so the lighting to increase lighting in dark rooms when shadow on highest. I don't know what that means. It got adjusted, but I don't really play on high, so I wouldn't know. And yeah, the lights in tunnels now cast shadows. Cool. And they upgraded the texture on the M16 rifle. It's a bunch of bugs that got fixed too. So adjusted collision to prevent invisible ledge on the boxcar. Okay, add blocking volume to smooth the collisions of the corners boxcar. Okay. So this is a lot of Wolfrun stuff. They added collision to the big bridge. Okay, set water volume to stand. Only waterfall. Oh. I didn't check that either. Maybe you could crouch in the water. That's what it's saying. You could set water volume to stand. Only Wolfrun near waterfall. Nice. Added blocking volume to prevent fall of, an SOF based Wolfrun. Smooth terrain to allow easy access into Tunnel 3 Wolfrun. Good. Very good. See, like, that's the patch. It's nothing that really stands out. It's a bunch of little things that are going to help us in the long run. I say it's the little dust over the foundation that we have to clear up. You know what I'm saying? So, very cool. Nothing where I'm just like, Honestly, I wasn't too excited about the patch. And I know a lot of people were waiting for stuff. So, it's all good. Respawn's coming up, and I'll touch on respawn at the end of the quick look. The quick look is very simple right now. I'll get into it. So obviously we got slightly animation in the Friday patch, ragdoll adjustments, graphic settings, all that jump. So this week they only got like 3 bullet points here. They're fixing the late join bug for our first pass respawn mode, so we can actually get it. They're getting the redesigned Sismis to the dev testers. So the dev testers are actually playing Sismis right now as we speak, and they're playing the new one, so it's definitely adjusted, and they expect testing feedback and fixed process will roll over several weeks. So they're going to do the maps first, and they say the necessary testing for the introduction of the map's new game mode. So we might get extraction. I mean, obviously we are going to get it, but they're going to be testing it soon. My thing here is that over several weeks they said over here, so I want to say soon, but with testing and stuff, and for them to get it right, it might be a little bit longer. So a little discouraging, but at least we know it's getting worked on, and that people are actually playing the new Sismis. But I think they have an NDA agreement, so they can't really, can't really tell us anything. Also, reviewing bug reports to pull and work on those we can complete. So that's pretty much it for the quick look. So cliff notes, respawn mode, they're fixing the bugs so they could actually get it to us, and getting the redesigned Sismis to the dev testers. That's pretty much it. So Sismis getting fixed, is already fixed basically, and people are playing it, so cool. Honestly, I kind of wanted like animations coming in soon. Gun mechanics, I guess that's a little bit harder to tune as much as I want it. They're fine. They're like right at the cusp of okay, this is tolerable. And yeah, animations are a biggie for me, just for polish. A lot of collision stuff. The UI interface, I think it's time that we could fix the UI. You know, Lynch did a good job, I've said this before, but we need something a little bit more appealing, especially for streamers, because people think it's like a PS2 game. So, but it's not. The game runs fine. The flow of the game is actually really good. The maps are awesome. I think the weakest one right now is Sismis, but that's getting fixed, obviously. And it's cool. We're getting respawn mode, so that's a biggie, man. Respawn's very important, especially like in a, you only have one life, and you could die at any moment in this game. So it's very important that we get a respawn for the newcomers, because people get bodied. The level of play is already high, and if you're playing somebody for the first time who's never played the game before, they're not gonna know where to go. and then they gotta wait for 5 minutes. It's very discouraging for them. So respawn mode would be cool. I think it would be cool for them to put some type of bot so people can warm up, or like even for the newbies, you know. That's important, but I guess that's a lot of coding, and that's definitely not priority. But respawn mode, I think they're gonna put it in Sismis. They should, and I would love to see that, man. I just wanna, you know, warm up. I'm not too fond of respawn modes. You know, I like the way SOCOM is, the one and done type of round type deal. Round based gameplay is my thing. You know, it promotes smarter gameplay, more cerebral type atmosphere, but it feels good to run and gun. There's times where I want to log on and just go at it with somebody. So very cool. It'll get everybody's aim up a little bit better, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I know next week, or I mean this Friday coming up, we're gonna get the patch, so expect some respawn gameplay. I'll film some respawn gameplay for you guys for sure, if I could get into it, you know, unless it's packed and nobody wants to make another lobby, but I'm sure they'll make more than one server. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and a sub. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MrSpab, MRSPAB. Also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/spab_rog. And yeah, follow SOF Studios. Come to the forums, talk. Let's talk about things. Let's talk about mics, some things that can be improved. There's things I want to like address in the future, like what guns are best to use for a newbie, and I think I might do that with the respawn mode. So that'll be something really cool for the new guys. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Peace.